it's been a while. I know you're thinking the same.
Hello guys. It's me Aries. We have a new Call of Duty mobile video. Before I start, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell button to keep you updated. Without a further ado, let's get started. In today's video, I will give you some tips on Capture the Flag, as I said yesterday that I did not know how to play this new game mode, but now I know already. So I will give you some great tips that you can use once they update, maybe after 2 weeks they will update. Let's now learn how to play the Capture the Flag. Capture the Flag is a classic game mode that requires both teams to capture the enemy flag and return it to their base to gain a point. There are 4 minutes rounds in Capture the Flag, with both teams switching sides per round. The first team to reach 6 points or the team with the highest score when the match ends wins the match. Each team has a flag that spawns in their base on opposing sides of the map. Teams must capture the opposing team's flag and bring it back to their own base. Capturing a flag broadcasts the carrier's position to the opposing team every 2 seconds. Note that a dropped flag is automatically returned to its original position once it has been recaptured by any member of the team. If you successfully bring the enemy's flag back to your base, you will score 1 point. A team cannot get a score despite carrying the enemy's flag if their own flag is not secured. In order to get a point, the team's flag must first be returned to the base. If a team reaches 3 points, the round will end, and both teams will swap sides. If neither team have any points, the round comes to a close after 4 minutes. The first team to reach 6 points wins. There is a 4-second wait time before each respawn. Guarding the flag, as having your team's flag is essential to score a point, having an LMG hunkered down in your team's capture point to defend is greatly recommended. Use any LMG and find a spot with a good overview of the flag for better results. If your team's captured the flag, make sure you pinpoint their location and go back them up. As long as you're there to soak up bullets and distract the opposition, you're doing the right job. If you've noticed the enemy has taken your flag, make sure you check the HUD for a red marker and hunt them down before they secure a point. When returning with a flag, look for secure routes back to your base. You can determine these paths by looking at where your teammates are. Also, once they see that you have the flag, your team will most likely guard your rear as you sprint towards the base. It's far better to have some backup, so if you go down, they can quickly grab the flag and leg it a little further. Maps often have straight paths that make it easier for enemies to take a bead and gun you down as you run away with the flag. Use corners and vary your path as you race back to prevent enemies from getting a clean shot at you. Also remember that flag carriers transmit their positions every 2 seconds. Choosing a weapon that's right for the map you're playing on is key to doing well in Capture the Flag, or in any game mode for that matter. If you're battling enemies in a map riddled with corners and tight spaces, equip a submachine gun or LMG. Otherwise, a sniper rifle or semi-automatic rifle will serve you well in more open spaces. Remember that your kill-death ratio doesn't necessarily count for anything in Capture the Flag, so prioritize the objective at hand. I highly recommend use trip mine or any lethals to prevent capture. Throw a Molotov cocktail to discourage enemy units from running in and capturing the flag, buying you some time to wait for reinforcements. If you're capturing enemies' flag, use smoke to capture their flag. You can use smoke grenades to either cover your team when capturing a flag or when escaping after getting one. Next is coordinate with your team. Unlike team deathmatch and other points per kill game modes, Capture the Flag requires coordination, especially since you cannot respawn immediately after getting killed. Talk with your team and coordinate an assault or defense in order to win. Guys, once you get the enemy flag, you should run faster as fast as you can. To be able to run faster, you need to switch your secondary weapon so you can run faster. So that your opponent won't catch you and get killed. Don't run in the middle of the map, you go past the buildings. When your teammate gets the flag, you must follow him so that you can kill those who want to kill him. When you get the flag, don't shoot the enemy if you have a teammate nearby, just let them kill the enemy. It's not important to have many kills, just think you need to get the flag, and you can put the flag to the base to have points. That's called teamwork. They should add it to the rankings. I enjoy this game mode. There is no announcement yet if they will make it to the rank or just limited time. Do you want it to be permanent or not? To those who haven't played yet, I'm telling you that it's nice to add this kind of game on rank. After all, if you kill an enemy you will find a bottle, which you can use to recover your health, or you may have ammo available just like in Vulture. To win the match, one team must win 2 rounds, or just 1 round if either of the first 2 rounds ends in a draw. It is also possible for neither team to win if both teams win one of the first 2 rounds and the final round ends in a draw. This leads to a draw being called for the whole match. You don't have to click when you pick up a flag, all you have to do is just walk over your flag and your base with the enemy flag. The flag is usually placed in a visibly obvious location at the rear of a team's territory. In a more difficult version, the flag is hidden in a place where it can only be seen from one angle. Sometimes, the flag holder may not be safe at all, even in their home territory, until they obtain both flags. But they have the option to return to their own side or hand it off to a teammate who will then carry it to the other side. When your enemy catches your flag, you need to follow him immediately in order to kill him to get the flag back to the base immediately. Before he gets to their base, you'll see the mini-map where he goes and who holds your flag. You really need to work together to win, not always rely on your opponent. If you don't cooperate, you won't win. Guys, no matter who you are with, you should still have teamwork. Then if you see all your teammates not guarding your base, it's better to watch it yourself. When they respawn, you can also try to retrieve the flag from enemy base. Do not leave your base, you do not know that a nearby enemy will take your flag. It is important that at least one of your team must guard the base. You can play capture the flag on the test server, it's up to you if you also want to download the test server, which is about 1.9 gigabytes file size. But if you don't want to, I'll take care of you, and I'll give you all the information on the test server that you should know. I know. It's hard. When you get your hands on that flag all you want to do is mash sprint with all your might, dash back to base. But you gotta play it cool, play it confident, play it like all you've got in your hand is your primary. Watch your corners, stay out of open areas, move from cover to cover, and try to pick up any cover fire you can. Check the minimap in the pre-match and familiarize yourself with the flag locations. Once you know where you're going, figure out how to get back by plotting out your ideal escape route should you be lucky enough to snag the flag. You know the spots that play into your strengths, so use them. You don't have to rush to get the enemy's flag, you have to start looking the areas if there is no people guarding that area before you come and pick up the flag and then take it to your base immediately. You don't have to waste time getting the flag, you have to avoid the enemies that want to follow and kill you so that they can return the flag you took from them. It's tough when your team doesn't know how to play capture the flag, this is why I gave you all the tips you need to know how to play and how to do it to win. It would be nice if all 4 of you would take on the enemy's flag and the other would guard your base. Don't just get close to each other, maybe just because everyone can use SMRs you can all die with 1 bullet unless you have a flak jacket, but even if you do, you can still die because there are other people around you. Guys, Agile is very helpful because increased speed of object mantling and 85% reduction in the aiming time of weapons after sprinting. Plan your modes of attack. The fun of capture the flag comes from the strategy involved. Do you want to play defensively, picking off the other team's attackers and then rushing them with superior numbers? Or do you want to try and sneak into their side, hiding and moving slowly to spend as much time looking for the flag as possible? Talk with your team to work out a game plan for the best results. This is a challenging and fun to play. Guys, I know you played this in real life when you were young. I'm so happy that have these kind of game modes, which adopt and put it in the Call of Duty Mobile. It feels pretty great when your team wins a game of capture the flag. Not only did you defeat the enemy team in a fun game based on speed and agility. If you have an agile ally, he should take the flag because he can run faster, or if not, as I said before, who is the flag holder, switch immediately to your secondary weapon like pistol, knife, or so have your lethal weapons for you to run fast. All you need to do now is use the tips that I mentioned to this video for capture the flag strategies the next time you get a chance to play. But capture the flag is one of those game modes that makes you smarter and more aware. Since your flag is the most important object in this game, you will want to protect it any way possible. You need to be quick and complete your objective before the opposing team reaches your flag. One mistake you should avoid making is forgetting to protect your flag. It is possible to get so focused on reaching their opponent's flag that some teams neglect their own. Before they know it, the other team has their flag and is heading back to home base. Defensive players need to be smart and alert. If you want to be shout out, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on the notification bell button. After you did that, just comment on. That's all, guys. Other than that, it's me, Aries, and I'm out.
Sniper. Enemy's gold has been dropped. Enemy's gold has been returned. We have taken the enemy's gold. Our gold has been dropped. Our gold has been returned. Standing by. Repeat. UAV recon is standing by. UAV online. Enemy's gold dropped. Enemy's gold returned. Hunter killer drone on standby. Enemy took our gold. We have the enemy's gold. Hunter killer drone deployed. Predator missile awaiting orders. Enemy's gold has been returned. Our gold's been dropped. Our gold's been returned. We have taken the enemy's gold. Enemy has taken our gold. Friendly Predator missile inbound. Our gold has been dropped. Our gold has been returned. Enemy's gold has been captured.
Contact with
Enemy took our gold. We have the enemy's gold. UAV recon ready for deployment. Our gold's been returned. UAV online. Enemy has taken our gold. Hunter killer drone. Enemy's gold has been dropped. Enemy's gold returned. Predator missile on standby. Our gold's been dropped. We have taken the enemy's gold. Our gold has been returned. Our gold's been returned. Friendly hunter killer drone deployed. Predator missile inbound. Enemy took our gold. Our gold has been dropped. Stand by. Enemy's gold has been returned. UAV online. Predator missile awaiting orders. Hunter killer drone deployed. We have the enemy's gold. Our gold has been returned. Friendly Predator missile inbound. Enemy's gold captured. UAV recon standing by. UAV recon is standing by. Enemy has taken our gold. We have taken the enemy's gold. UAV online. Enemy took our gold.
Reloading! Cover me!
We have the enemy's gold. We've taken the lead.